One love, greetings, sending love to your beating hearts. My love is a burning flame. Our love is a burning flame. My love is a burning flame, but together we are blazing fire. Do you realize that everything you've been taught is based on a misconception? Basically, everything you've been taught is a lie. Why do I say this? Because we've been taught from childhood that we're separate from everything else, when in reality, all is one. One is all. You've probably heard this before, all is one, one is all. But the full significance of this fact, we as human beings generally have not really fully appreciated. We have not been brought up to accept or to realize and experience the oneness of creation. We're taught that the sun is up in the sky. We're taught that the sun is up in the sky. But it's not up in the sky. The sun is inside you. Let me explain this more. Everything in creation is one. So you're one with everything. Everything in creation is one. Then it must be one substance. And what is this one substance? The one substance where everything is made from is thought. All is mind. Everything is in your mind. You cannot experience something without it being translated through the lens of your mind. There's a cow over there, it looks a bit aggressive. It's coming over here. I think I'm going to walk away. Change the subject. Okay. That cow is not over there. That cow is an interpretation in my mind of vibrations. And it's the same with the sun. The sun is not up there in the sky. The sun is an interpretation of vibrations that already exist within myself. Everything you see around you is just an interpretation of vibrations which already exist inside you. So if that sun is not up there in the sky and it exists inside of you, what is the sun? What is the sun? The sun is the highest expression of energy and vibration that you can perceive in your world. It's the highest thing, the strongest thing, the most powerful thing, and the sustainer and life-giving force on our earth, in our perceived environment. But the point I'm going to express here in this video is that the sun, with all its life-giving power and essential qualities, is an expression of the highest potency, the highest aspect, the highest thing that you can possibly express in your mind. There's nothing higher than the sun that you can physically conceive of. Yes, you can think of, say, a God, an omnipresent God somewhere in the sky who creates everything. But you cannot actually experience God face to face. The highest thing that you can experience with your senses, with your feeling, with your touch, with your sight, is the sun. So if all is mind, if everything is mind in this creation, what is the sun? The sun is, as I said, the highest expression possible that you can realize within yourself. It's the highest vibration existing within yourself. I know I may sound convoluted. This is deep stuff trying to express this philosophy. It's stuff that I have only really learned in meditation, not in philosophical books. And now I'm explaining it in words. So sometimes it might sound a bit confusing, but stay with me. Everything in the earth, in the universe, is one. I've already said that. But we've been taught a lie. We've been taught to believe that we're separate from everything else. So, what are the four elements? What is the water? What is the earth? What is fire? What is air? And how do they connect to this oneness that we perceive around us? If you really think about it, you have to go into nature to experience what I'm going to describe here. If you really think about it, the earth, the limits of the earth, do not end with the physical earth itself. The upper limits of the earth, in a sense, are what we perceive as the sky. Stay with me, I'm going to explain this further. You need to really meditate to get an experience of what I'm going to explain here. Here's a good spot to meditate. This land is actually my family's land. My dad's family. My dad is buried not far from here. And I used to come to this river in the morning when I was younger to wash clothes and wash, to bathe. There's a waterfall down there. A nice waterfall. It's a nice place to come and relax and meditate. It's a nice place to talk about this subject I'm going to try and explain now. So, to get an idea of this oneness, what I'm talking about, to experience what I'm really trying to say to you now, so that you can think about it for yourself and not be confused by my confusing philosophy, confusing terminology. I invite you to close your eyes. Close your eyes for a while. And if you can, do this exercise when you're in nature. Go out into the garden or somewhere where you can experience the sky over your head and feel the earth under your feet, or sit down on the earth. Now think about this. Think about the fact. You can also open your eyes. Think about the fact that the sky, which we've been taught is so far away from us, is actually not far above our heads. We're taught that it's really far away, but it's actually perceived only a few inches above our head if you really look at it. That blueness, that dome shape which surrounds us, the sky, where does it begin? Where does it end? It's not like you can see where it starts. We're taught that it's far away, but it's not. It's right here. It's just above our heads. And if you're in a place where you can look up into the horizon, where is the horizon? The horizon is an exact level with the center of your head. So if you follow what I'm saying, we're one with the earth, but the earth extends upward to the top of our heads. And at the top of our head is the sky. All the elements exist in this perceived ball, this oval shaped thing around us, which we call our world, and which we've been taught to believe is separate from ourselves. But if you meditate and look, use your eyes, open your eyes, you'll realize that we're surrounded by an oval shaped wall, and the top of which is the sky, and the bottom of which is the earth, which we can feel. Now we're taught that the earth is beneath us, but this is only true in the sense that the most compact aspect of the earth is below us. But in the space in between, there are particles of earth. There's bits of dust flying around, there's birds flying around, there's trees. Within the space, there are particles of matter, and within the space there's moisture. Moisture is not confined to the earth. Water is not confined to the earth. There's water in the air that we breathe. There's moisture in the air. There's moisture in the clouds. There's water in the clouds. There's even small particles of matter in the clouds. Everything in this oval shaped sphere which surrounds us has particles and elements of all the elements. So what is fire? How does fire exist anywhere? Well, in this philosophy that I'm giving you now, fire is really heat. Fire is extreme heat. When things are heated up extremely, they catch on fire. But really, heat in all its manifestations exists everywhere in the sphere of creation which surrounds us. And who is at the center of this creation? Think about it. You are. This creation, your perceived reality, follows you everywhere. It follows you in your dream. When you're in your dream, you can still perceive, you can still see, feel, hear, touch, smell, and experience this world around you, coming from you, an extension of yourself, a manifestation from your mind in your dream. Your dreams are a good way to understand how we create reality. How do we create reality? We create reality through our mind. Everything is an interpretation of vibrations that already exist within us. If they didn't exist within us, we couldn't see them in our dreams. Our mind would not be able to produce them. We didn't have the vibrations within us. So, the sky is on top of your head. Think about it. It's your crown. The sky is your crown. It's just slightly above your head. It's not way up there somewhere in space as we've been taught. That's a misconception. We've been taught that there's space and you can somehow fly into space, and if you keep flying on and on and on for eternity, you eventually get to some distant planets. But that's based on a false conception of who we are. We are the centers of our universe. We are the creators and manifestors, the creators and manifestors of all we see around us. It's hard to understand. But one key indication is the fact that, according to what we've been taught, if you keep going into space, you'll go on for infinity. How could that be? How could you keep this going on and on and on and on? It's because time and space are an illusion. Everything is relative to yourself, to your center of creation. The world that you see around you is your projection. And the collective world that we experience as human beings is our collective reality. Because human beings have collective realities. When groups of human beings come together in groups, their energies, their projections come together collectively and create the reality that we take for normal and we perceive to be the truth. But everything you've been taught is a lie. You are actually the center of your creation. All the elements, all the forces, everything in the entire universe exists in you. So, what is the sun? Think about it. If the sky is the top of our heads, what is that majestic ball of light we experience in the sky, which we call the sun? It is, in a sense, the sun, our sun, because it's born from us. It's our highest possible creation, our highest manifestation. Because if you go in your dreams, the sun still exists. But where does the sun come from? Where does the light from the sun come from in your dreams? Where does the heat from the sun come from in your dreams? It comes from you. The highest thing that you can manifest in your universe is the sun. The sun is a symbol of your highest possible manifestation. The sun is not separate from you. The sun is you. The sun is the highest thing that you can project from your mind into the universe. All is mind, remember. Think about it. If all is mind and everything is a projection from yourself, what is the sun? The sun is also a projection of yourself. Crazy, isn't it? The sun is a projection of yourself. It's your highest possible projection. What does the sun do all day? The sun shines its light and warmth out into the world. You never hear the sun complaining about anything. The sun is just there, shining its light and warmth into the world. And us, human beings, in our highest capabilities, in our most evolved sense, do the same thing. We shine. We are the sun. Yes, we are the sun. The mind that is producing the sun is within you too. It's all one. It's all one creation. It's hard to comprehend because we've been taught that we're separate from everything else. But we're not separate. All is one is all, and all is mind. And the highest creation of mind is the sun. Yes, it is. My love is a burning flame. Our love is a burning flame. My love is a burning flame, but together we are blazing fire. So shine your light. Shine your special talents, your qualities, your light into the world. Let the world bask in your warmth. Let the world experience your love, your light. That's your purpose on this world. You are one with everything. The earth, the air around you, the waters, the heat, the fire, everything is one. And the sun in the sky, beautiful sun, is your projection. The sun is your sun. One love.